right up my ass, baby. I love it. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Yes. 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 Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. 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 Yes. 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 Oh la 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 la. Yes.
Breasts. 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 Who's the man with big hands? Man, 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 man,
Congratulations. 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 Congratulations.
Oing.
Sex in the ass. Thank you. We need more music, though. I don't feel like talking that much yet. Yeah!
Oh, la 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 la.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to this exciting episode of Review Man USA. I did get the new shotgun mic. I'm going to be installing it over the weekend. It's been an interesting 48 hours. My daughter's doing a lot better today. Got a lot of good news today. You'll get the screen. You'll get the screen when I want to give you the fucking screen. How about that? Why don't we just stare at Quantum TV's AI machine-learned created nipples?
Breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it, breastfeed it.
So yeah, it was interesting yesterday though, because she wasn't doing good yesterday. Let me change the screen finally, and I'll stop being a dick. Oh, there I am. Kind of like the music. Eases things up a little bit. Yeah, she actually had her temperature went down to 92. And she had to have a blood transfusion. Shut this music off. But she, like, they did the rebandaging her. Her skin is essentially healed. Yeah, her temperature's normalized now. So it was just like, oh, I'm toasted on many levels. I am fucking Review fucking Toast USA. Well, this is part of what happens with this 10. If you look it up, I believe it's a severe version of Steven Johnson syndrome. It's because basically your skin is a giant open wound. It weeps, essentially, where like liquids seep out and yeah, things like that can happen. It was just bizarre. So yeah, dude, it's so fucking weird. Okay, so for those of you, let's go on a lighter subject here. First up, let me answer the super chats, because I always feel bad, because I always feel like the people that first super chat always get fucked in the ass, and that's not fair. Nerd Gamer is the first. Relax, Uranus. I see Danny the Foot with men's asses. How are you, Danny? One of the OGs here. RT, who Christmas Random is the horse song. I've played that quite a bit on here. If you want it again, that's fine. I don't know why I'm snorting back snot. No, I do not do coke. Rich, listen, cover a bird with mayo and put it on the back door. That's disgusting, and you're a terrible person for saying that. Absolutely terrible person. How dare you. Papa Doodle Doo, thank you, Deadeye. RE4 demo just dropped. Could you play it on stream? Maybe. Probably not tonight. Hey, Rich, hope your daughter is doing much better. I've been praying for you all. Thank you very much. I do appreciate that. Yeah, it's a significant change over 24 hours. It's quite bizarre. It's and the scary thing is that there's no way they could test for something that would cause 10. Like, say, there's no test to test if you're allergic to a sulfur-based medication. I asked, so I'm like, look, I'm putting it on like all three of my kids. I talk to their primary care. I'm like, anything sulfur based, it is not for them. So, well, dude, we're gonna talk about that, Neil. What's funny? So Amber Davidson, first and foremost, thank you. Let me not jump over anybody here. Love you, Rich. Peace out. I can't take the chat. What do you mean? Why? What's happening, dude? Rich, I've been drinking mead all night. Breasts, yes.
Breasts.
Why can't you take the chat? What's different with the chat tonight than any other night? We need to see Jack make chicken with syrup. No. Did he really? Juicy Booth rocking that stealth super chat as always. Thank you. Woo! Wait. Nah, the rest. Glad she's doing better now. It's blank or blanks with birds. Absolutely. And thank you, man. Wishing you and your family a speedy recovery. Yeah, it's going to be a long process still, no matter what. Yes, it is. It is genetic. Her grandfather on her mom's side is very allergic to sulfur-based medications. So there's that. Some of your Twitter trolls are insane. You know what it is? Dude, DSP hates me. He considers me... I'll show you the TRDR in a second. I didn't forget. He considers me one of his fucking detractors, dude. He hates me. But there's two things. There was a time I was a subscriber to, or a member to Phil. I'm like, hey, I get entertainment off of his stuff. I'll support him. Until I saw Secret Unlimited's video, which, sorry, Phil, okay? I'm not looking at the bank statements because they were illegally confiscated. But the evidence that video has, I was like, yeah, dude, this guy seems like he has a problem, okay? Whether you hate me for doing that or not, I don't really think it affected you in the long run anyway. Oh, look at Richard ReviewTechUSA is no longer a member. He showed him doing it publicly. First off, I didn't even think about that. Whatever. Secondly, dude, do you think your dents give a shit if I stop being a member? You know, but what I was saying on Twitter, listen, I'm like second in line to fucking Tevin almost. Nah, I think I'm also behind It's a Gundam, especially with how big his videos got on DSP. DSP considers me like one of like the top 5 fucking detractors. You're gonna say that I'm fucking dick riding him because I think it's too far to go into his bank accounts? Yes, and look, I get it. Phil was always crying poor. Phil was always boo-hooing. I get it, and that's not something he should fucking do. But it doesn't mean because he tempted you to put your hand in the cookie jar that you should have put your hand in the fucking cookie jar. It's not your fucking cookies. So that's a stupid fucking analogy. Anyway, but you get what I'm saying? It's not that I'm defending Phil or white knighting for Phil. Yet I would say the same thing about the quartering, and I hate the quartering. I don't hate Phil. I hate the quartering. But if someone broke into his bank accounts to find out his personal finances, I'd be like, yo, that's fucked up. Don't care how much of a piece of shit I think he is. Like, there's just limits. Like, learn them. You know, it's Philip Burnell. You're not trying to take down, like, the next fucking Hitler. Jesus Christ. You guys treat him like he's fucking David Koresh or something. You're trying to stop another fucking Waco. I think David Koresh was that, right? It's... got caught jerking off on stream, and he begs for money. There's much worse people on the platform. Go outside. Anyway. Listen, touch me, deal. Did you really buy a Bentley GT? Jesus Christ, new? God damn. And they're sitting there, what did they call me and Tipster? Perpetually online fat cucks or something like that? I'm like, you're talking about me being perpetually online. But here's the thing. You're online more than me, and I make a living doing this. You're fucking stupid. Like, yeah, terminally on whatever the fuck it's called. And I'm like, okay. But you're like, you could call me terminally online, but you're obsessing over a man that has no bearing on you. It's not like Phil is like some fascist far right wing personality that's trying to brainwash people. He's not, you know what I mean? He's not EDP 445. He's not like Tickle Television Incorporated, Limited Liability Corporation, Christian Straight Man LLC. Like, he's just a dumbass who has some weird, like, thing where it's almost like it's a back and forth fetish. I saw Titanius use my quote today where he has, like, 5 horny old men that support him. But maybe, like, Phil gets off on that. Because I'm sure it's partially the self-awareness. I've just been ranting about Phil for, like, 3 hours and I haven't even fucking realized it. Like, how do you not realize that it's more embarrassing to beg for money on your days off than take $50,000 to do what could possibly be a successful podcast? Like, how is it shameful for me to have, I don't know, a Raycon ad in my videos, but you saying, guys, we had low support today? Like, it's your audience's problem. It's not. Oh, Phil. But my thing is that usually a lot of his trolls like me. But I was like, yeah, like, okay, even if you weren't the one who got his financial shit, okay? It wasn't you that broke into his accounts or hacked into his accounts. That's still something that's eyes off. You know what I'm saying? That's not okay fucking with that shit. And you know it. And that's why, like, as soon as I call them out on it, they're like, fat fuck, fat fuck, fat fuck, fat cock, fat fuck. I'm like, okay, cool. You know I'm right. And that's why you're like, okay, you have man tits. All right, great. Well, you got me then. Listen, I said this on Twitter. I was like, you could roast. I'm not white knighting for Phil. I know he does a bunch of dumbass shit. You could roast the living fuck out of Phil. You could roast the living fuck out of me. So long. Let me check something. I'll check that in a minute, said person. Yeah, Windows is annoying. I forgot. He's Phil of the dark side. That's why he's evil. Who? Imagine the dead zone, but every time Walken touches someone, he sees the incident of May 1st. Dude. What Phil was saying, I think, may have to watch Snort Hogan. Sorry, I don't... Maybe you hate me now, Snort too? I don't know. I don't hate you. Where he was saying if it wasn't for This Is How You Don't plays... that he would have had 1 million subs by now. No, you're wrong, Phil. It may have been Titanius that even said that. I know I missed a couple super chats. I'll get back to him. Wow, I'm high as hell. If you embrace that This Is How You Don't plays, you may have been at 2 million subscribers by now. Oh yeah, now I totally forgot. So anyway, TRDR Pocket before we get into... Oh my god, we're almost at 700 people. So, I see UPS pulling up. And I'm like, yo, what's up, Holmes? You pull up? No. I was just like, what the fuck is... And, you know, I'm like, alright, I'm getting a package. Who gives a fuck? I was looking at it through my Ring doorbell. I'm like, I'll go get it later. But then the dude's chilling there, and I'm like... Okay, this is something I must sign for. Like, by getting sued or something? Oh, this is fun. Maybe Joey's coming after me from DK Oldies, or Drew, or both. So, I'm like, that's odd. Okay, UPS, cool. Touche, I'll come up there. So, I had like, hey, yeah, it's me. They had to make sure a man had got grabbed onto the package. So I did. And I'm looking, and it's like, has some fucking note. I took a picture of the note. Thank you. Hello. Thank you for your order. I can't wait to meet you. Which is a little bizarre. Who the fuck is meeting who? To activate your AI, please email... I don't even know. So I got this. So I don't know. Maybe fucking Soulja Boy put a hit out on me. The way my 2023 is going, wouldn't be shocked. So anyway, I open it up and I get this motherfucking weird ass thing, the TRDR Pocket, but this whole thing is made of like metal or whatever. This is one of these is a 4G LTE antenna. This is, I don't really know how that's gonna work, because if my hands are touching them, maybe that'll be a problem. But one's a 4G LTE antenna, one is Wi-Fi. The buttons actually feel pretty good. The screen sucks dick. It's very strange because it has... Oh no, maybe that's Soulja Boy right now coming to fucking pistol whip me. The fuck is that? Hold on a second. I'll be right back. I swear to God, man. Oh, I should have brought up seltzer. Did I shut down the stream? Where the hell is it? Shit. Oh, God damn it. Yeah, I'm good, but now I missed No, wow, it actually saved the super chats. So Vanguard, I missed your super chat. Remember, Phil is a man returns. So I see some dude. It looked like someone was putting like mail on my door and taking a picture. I'm like, that's fucking bizarre, bro. Like, what's that shit about? So I went down and looked. It was my brother getting a fucking Subway sandwich delivered like from Uber Eats. I didn't think they'd hang this shit on the door. It's fucking cold, man. A man returns, yes. I may be back, I may be forth, I may be hand jobs all around. So, I don't want to say like I'm 100% back, obviously. So, alright, let's get back to this fucking story of this weird ass. So, the TRDR Pocket, I ordered this shit back in like 2020, you guys remember. And it was just weird, it shows up almost 3 years later. And here we are, and it's very strange, because, like, kind of looks prototypey. Like, there's weird different, it feels solid built, because it's, like, all metal. But on the sides, like, it has silver screws, black buttons. We got a mini HDMI, or, yeah, is that mini HDMI or no, that's micro. Then we got an SD card slot, or maybe that's a slot for the SIM card. I don't know. Like, you're really gonna put a fucking SIM in here? Like, hello, Soldier Boy, will you crank it all over my ass, please? Thank you. And it's just so far. It's just like the one that Sun Pie sent me right here. It's no different. Like, no, okay, so I'm actually Sun Pie, I'm glad that I never got this back to you, even though you're more than welcome to have it back, and I will pay for the shipping. There are some differences. You got the volume, I'm not doing this right now. I am too confused. I am too high, but the point being, there's some slight differences. But what a bizarre thing to show up just randomly. Like, and the thing is, it almost looks like it was hand painted, because I look and there's little flecks of silver under it. Unless that happened in shipping. So weird. I don't know, man. I'm sketched out by this thing. Who the fuck is Tony? Who is Tony? You need to go find out who Tony is right now and get back to me, and fuck you. Anyway. A man returns. But remember, Phil is a man. He is a man, and I am a man with an ass, too. Welcome back, Rich. Thank you very much, Swag Bay, for almost being a member for a year. Can't believe 10 months of Tickle TV. Philip Brunel, Chris Chan, and Joey DK Oldies. Well, that's still ongoing. That's still ongoing. I'm probably going to film the N64 video over the weekend. Then I'm going to... fuck, I forgot to get seltzer. Then I'm going to get some stuff from Lukey Games. Yeah, my brother got swatted by Jared, essentially. The one thing you have to understand about DSP is that he is concocting all this drama while he wears Marvel PJ's pants. That is a talented man. Rich, I want you to contact me if you need help with your daughter. Thank you very much, Mitchell. I appreciate that. I hope both of you are doing great. And as a father, I know how hard it can be. Thank you. Also, I can say how lucky you and Jay are to have each other. Yeah, he does a great job, man. He does a great job with editing, stepping in place as a personality. Well, you think about it, you know. Yeah, I may have to go get those drinks sooner than later. His channel was actually bigger than mine. Way bigger than mine. Back in 2009. I think that's like 2009 and 2010 is when 3KB peaked. The problem with it is, and I've talked about this before, is that when you make a channel, any kind of show, not just on YouTube, even, you know, it's kind of like when an actor or actress is replaced. You know, and everyone like loses their fucking mind because it's not the same. That's kind of like with something on YouTube. If you have 3 people that people have been used to for years seeing together, and that's what they come for, is that chemistry, and you can no longer do it no matter how talented you are. It's just not going to be the same. DSP doesn't think he's perfect, but he just lacks self-awareness. Anyway, Father Phil blocked me. I guess I'm a detractor. Why did he block you? What did you ask him? Oh, dude, with what's going on with me right now, of course I'm on the pod. Maybe Soulja Boy is rebranding. It was just like so random. I'm like, what the fuck? Why is the UPS guy waiting for me to answer the door? Over this fucking thing? Okay. Pie is good. Did I miss your super rich? Will you pop a pimple on my face with your teeth? Yes. Of course.
Boing, and now I'm gonna masturbate.
Michael Cortez got my bonus from work. Finally rough, hard here at work with all the new clients we took on. Take a small part of my Dublins. Thank you very much. I'm glad your daughter is on the mend. You doing okay? I'm hanging in there. It's still, you know, it's stressful, man. You know. If you didn't order it, you should open it. Creepy. I did order this. I ordered this almost 3 years ago. Just strange now it shows up. Like, it's still all it is. Like, if this is supposed to be the final unit, or hi Tony. It's just so fucking weird, dude. It's this low res screen. All it is a Android fucking device. Okay, anyway. Why am I sitting here playing with cranking my soldier while I'm supposed to be streaming? Hello. So, hard to think it's been that long. It's nice of Jay to let you stream on his channel. Can I get a DK? I can give you right up my ass, but I don't have the DK oldies thing.
Woo! Right up my ass, baby. I love it.
My dad chat, please, sir. Okay, Seymour, I'll get back to it right now. Check out Jacob Barr's latest vid. You might like it. Okay. I'm going to go. Let me just answer Seymour real quick. The fuck? Say that. I'm in the market for a new PC gaming monitor. I don't really give a shit about the curved monitors. There's some people that swear by them. I like this, so I love this monitor that Ben Q sent me. Don't care that it's curved. Doesn't do anything for me. I mean, like, I'm looking, I have one that's not curved here and one here. Yeah, it does. The curve does help a little bit, keeping all the angles facing you. I wouldn't buy a monitor because it's curved, though. That's just me. It could have gotten held in limbo at customs for 3 fucking years? 2 years, let's say 2 years and change. The fuck was it doing there? And the thing had like 3/4 of a charge too. So I don't know. Is it true that Joey from is your home as in your home shirtless making bird and cucumber bagels? Yeah, he's doing it right there. He's chopping up the birds, making chicken salad, putting cucumbers, and then he's putting them on those jalapeno bagels, so it has extra spice to it. You ever have a jalapeno bagel? They're quite nice. They're good. You put some jalapeno cream cheese on there. Now you're getting crazy, wild even. I was going to take another gummy before I started streaming Bird. I'm glad I didn't. I just realized I've been streaming for a half an hour. There's over 800 people here who listen to me talk about random shit. How does that make you feel? Rich is so high. Yes, I am. Wait, what is going on, Titanius? What did you just look up? It's literally called Tony. They're selling this thing for $400? Huh. For what? Dude, you're going into like upper mid-range. You could get like an iPhone SE. Alright, we have a Tony app here. Why is it run a record audio while using the app? Sure, yes. Hi, Tony. Who the fuck are you? And Tony has stopped. Fucking Tony. Do you enjoy birds, Tony? And it crashed again. What a great experience this is. I know I don't want to add an account now. I don't trust you, Tony. Fuck Tony. Alright, I just want to go to YouTube. Let me just watch, I don't know. His speech shocked the UK. I'm sure it did. Everyone just shit themselves. Everyone just let out British turds after someone spoke. Deals. I just want a video, dude. I just want one that's not weird. Jesus Christ, this is what YouTube's recommending to people? Alright, here we go. Like, it has a green light on the side, too. Like, it's a Walkman from the 90s. Oh, that's great. That's great. That's fucking fantastic. Go to... Why is there no audio? What the fuck? Oh, come on, man. Bro. What is the audio not working? Listen. Listen. Let's go. It's going to tell me to update. An error occurred. Why did an error occur? No errors.
Every time my girlfriend goes shopping, she says I have a gift card. So I finally asked, I was like, what? You're watching the legal breakdown. So Glenn, we have some major news here about another Trump-aligned lawyer, that's Stefan Passantino.
Look at that.
He's now at risk of being disbarred. Can you explain what happened here?
So, this lawyer, Stefan Passantino, who used to work for the Trump
What is with those
White House,
colors?
at one point was hired, but not by Cassidy Hutchinson to represent Cassidy Hutchinson, but was hired by Trump World, a Trump-aligned PAC, to swoop in and not so much
oh my god.
Cassidy Hutchinson's interest.
Oh, I can't wait to review this thing. Alright, shut up. Stop talking. Thank you. Charge again. $400 for that thing. Oh, God. Oh, yeah, I'm reviewing it. If I spent that, I better recoup that money. Love Me, Jigsaw, you are loved. We finally got a PS5 at MSR. Yeah, I was out and about naked in the woods with Philip Burnell, and they're just everywhere. We had PS5s falling from trees. One actually hit Phil's left nipple, and he was traumatized after that. Philip Burnell is a man. Maybe I'll play it on stream. Can you watch Trump, Obama, Biden, AI voice rate Dark Souls? Maybe. Right now we're going to go into some Phil, because Philip Burnell is a man. Sign the back of what? What am I signing the back of? Hold on. So let's go to... Yes, I know I need to switch the screen. I forgot to use that as a thumbnail. Yes, here we go. Here it is. Let me change the screen. Yes, here we go. Here it is. Oh, wow, that was Dad. No, I did not. We could watch that, though. Bird Father hug DSP. He needs it. Kiss Bruto breast.
Breasts.
Hope all is well. Healing vibes to your daughter, bro. Thank you very much, Andy. I do appreciate that. Hate to hear that secular talk at Jeremy on one of his videos. It was weird seeing him in one of those thumbnails today. Was he really? Ooh, I'll have to check that out after this. Alright, so let me switch the screen up. Let me get something to drink, actually, real quick, and I'll be right back.
Breastfeed it.
breasts, 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 breasts.
Shahai Love, thank you very much. Shut up, birds. So yeah, a random Soulja Boy console emerged at my doorsteps today. It was quite strange. Quite random.
Let me tell you something, brother.
Snort, snort, snort.
Tell you, drip.
Snort, snort.
I got the drip.
Chocolate Fuzz says, you say sometimes watching the old ESP makes you cringe, and it was all toilet humor, etc. Actually, that's not what I say. I say it was all sexual humor, racial humor, and things that, by today's standards, is pretty unacceptable. For me personally, I'm almost 30. I still watch your early playthroughs and I crack up. There's something about early DSP I feel was like lightning in a bottle. I honestly sometimes miss that, and I love the way you are now, but I don't think the older stuff was bad. I love it dearly. Again, I agree with you, but the thing is you have to change with the times. You have to. You have to read the room, change with the times, and...
Him saying that, oh Christ. Him and Quantum are erased for who has less self-awareness.
Roll with the punches. If I were today the same person I was 10, 15 years ago, number one, everyone would say, you know, you never changed, you never evolved, and therefore your shtick is up, you're a dinosaur.
That's actually what people are saying, Phil.
You're not entertaining anymore. That'd be number one. Number two, I'd be canceled immediately and banned. Like the stuff that I used to say and do back on YouTube 10, 15 years ago, today likely would not even be allowed on this site. They wouldn't allow it. They'd say, oh, it's too insensitive and stuff. Even though, you got to remember, back in the day, there were no guidelines like that whatsoever, right? Unless you were outright being actually purposefully racist or sexist, you know, humor was allowed. Any kind of joking nature was allowed. And the fact that, you know, I told everyone back then.
So it's weird, he's kind of like defending...
I was an equal opportunity...
Quantum TV Stolen Valor, thank you for the wiener.
...offender. Meaning, hey, you can offend me in my own race. You can make fun of white people. You can make... I'm...
What do you mean, Jacob? I missed your super chats? So, AVGN, what do you talk about with ordering something? A man returns. I answered that one. I don't see him, dude. Had a long day, Dad. Kiss a chicken. Anyway, can you watch Chris Hansen or QVC later? Well, I don't fucking trust watching Chris Hansen anymore. Got my stream literally shut down. Not strike or anything. But they're like, oh, you were watching... I actually kind of like that. Like, hey, if it's something that a company is really going to go after, fine. YouTube just shut down my stream and I don't get a copyright claim or strike or I get a claim. But it doesn't affect the status of my channel. Hey, if that's what you got to do to protect me, fine, shut it down. Yes, I was on Muda's podcast. Indeed I was. I feel 500 pounds lighter after taking that dump. So you had one of those like Barracuda logs then. Hi, I'm from overseas on vacation in Boracay. Glad to see you, Big Rich. Thank you very much. Keyboard, hope you enjoy your vacation. Not just the other members. Okay. Your super chat disappeared? What the fuck is going on? It seems like Phil is creating a fake history for himself every time he tries to defend himself. Well, this is an interesting one here.
Mostly Italian. Make fun of the Italian heritage. I don't care. I'll laugh with it, and I'll roll with those punches. But also, you know, everyone else is equal opportunity as well. Everyone can get get razzed, basically, in my content. Everyone's gonna get it. Everyone did really get it at some point. No one was immune to it. You know what I'm saying? And back then, no one took offense. The height of my popularity was when I was the most offensive. That's the truth. At the height of my popularity was when I was the most offensive. And then, you know, over the years, everyone yelled at me, oh, you're too offensive. You got to dial it down. You got to realize that things are changing with culture and everything. You got to change. All right, fine. I will evolve as a person. And now I look back and I do cringe. I look at that stuff and I'm like, it's hard for me to do like a react of my older playthroughs because I know like 40% of the time I'm going to be making a sexual comment about a woman, which is like so stupidly immature. I'm going to be...
Yeah, but now you're the other extreme, Phil. You're like a grandma in her 70s at a bar. Or you're like a gay man who went out with a bunch of straight friends and like, oh my god, all these breasts are around me. Oh. So now you're like the other extreme, dude. You take it too far. Like, oh, I'm married. I'm so beyond that. Ooh. All right, dude, we get it. Like, just, you know, there's tits in video games. Like, get over it. God bless you and the fam. Thank you, man. Happy to hear your daughter's on the mend. Hope to catch you live earlier, but I've been busy. Well, last time my editor actually streamed for me. He did a video for me yesterday too.
Talking about someone's race, all the the accents I used to do constantly, and make fun of them and stuff.
Two new gradients to resolve antibody chains in multiple sclerosis. That's interesting.
That's life, though. Is that things change over time. And you know what? I'll say this as well. I will say this as well. All right, in life, and I know this now because I'm old enough to know this at 40 years old, there is a pendulum. And that pendulum swings back and forth, my friends. It goes like this, okay? And sometimes it's in the middle.
Is there a rocket blasting off in the back of his house?
And sometimes it's all the way to one way. And sometimes it's all the way to the other way. It's human culture. That culture evolves and changes and then goes in this cycle of back and forth and back and forth.
He actually is right about that.
All right? Just because things are a certain way 10 years ago doesn't mean things will be the same way today. Doesn't mean they'll be the same way in another 10 years. Things definitely change over time. And the most extreme swings happen when it's...
Oh my god. He'd be fucking calling the cops on Google Fish if he got sent to...
things so extremely to the other side as well. Right now, we are absolutely in an extreme swing situation where all of media companies, entertainment companies, seem to all want to be going towards one way. And you guys know I'm not political, and I'm not gonna I'm not criticizing anything. I'm just telling you like it is right now. Okay, that's 1,000,000% the truth. Because you look at some of the stuff that's being made and produced out there, like what is this content? Who is it for exactly? Right? With the stuff that they're doing.
This is what I'm saying. This is what his detractors hate about me, is that when Phil occasionally makes sense, it's like, nah, he's actually... How dare you say he's right on that? You have to hate everything. Like, dude, why do you... Who fucking cares? Why do you have... Oh, okay. Foil Grim, I got you. Well, that too, I'm sure, is a good reason, Magic, that he won't. But, like, why do you have such a hate boner? Like, there's... First off, if you want to hate other creators, man, there are plenty of that are way worse than Phil. Way worse than Phil. Like, and secondly, why are you putting in... Like, I hate the quartering. I hate Pat the NES bump. Do you think once I shut off this camera, and if I'm discussing them for a topic or whatever, do you think I'm going into, like, their personal? No, let them live their lives, man. Who fucking cares? You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers are bizarre. Like, did Phil come in your cornflakes or something? You're sitting there about to take your Kellogg's cornflakes, and he just shot a rope right on him.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Like, is it that serious, motherfuckers? Sitting there crying because I'm saying you shouldn't use stolen financial documents that someone broke it. Oh, well, it's fair game since it's out there. No, it's not. Would it be fair game if someone broke into my financial shit and showed it to the world and you were like, oh, well, it's out there? No. Doesn't make it ethical. You fucking weirdos. And why are you so like, yeah, I know. Look, Phil's put himself in this corner to all the fucking trolls out there. I get it. Okay, talking about your finances all the time, talking about how you're years behind on your taxes, talking about all this other shit is going to pique people's interest and make them do something stupid like look into your bank account. But it doesn't make it right. It doesn't make it legal. It doesn't make it that you should go be looking into it yourself. You know? Oh, Phil. Alright, so I think DSP Flakes expires May. They're Frosted Flakes in a whole new way. Pulse Attack, you're saying I'm missing your super chats, dude. I ain't seeing shit. There's one. I see Rich, my 20-minute-old super chat. I try not to miss them, dude, but you gotta, sometimes like 20 of them coming at once fills into financial edging. That was actually pretty good. Yeah, I basically got a bukkake of super chats, which I'm not complaining about. I appreciate it. Like I said, though, like they should make them all. Like I understand, like the more money you spend, they want you to focus on that more. But I look at it like, and this isn't me like, oh, kumbaya, my lord, sit on my face. No, it's just like people are supporting you financially. Like I make like 60% of my living doing this. Everyone should, like, super chat should be respected and all of them should catch my eye. But, you know, I get it. Like, you know, they want to incentivize people. So, Sunny V2 did a decap where they are now.
You know, why are we taking every pop culture notable figure and rebranding them as a different gender or a different race or a different stance or whatever it may be? Why are we doing that? Right? There's obviously something going on here, right?
Yeah, I kind of think, like, why don't you make a character, instead of replacing a character that was initially white, why don't you make a character from the ground up? I don't know. That's probably going to get me canceled for saying that, but whatever. I see we were talking about Phil jerking his Gherkin, and all sir, I hope you've been doing better, Rich. I'm here. Yeah, that's about it. Phil is saving the FAP as a last TNT money blast. Yes, he is.
And that's the way that everything is swinging. And you could agree with it or disagree with it, and that's fine. That's your prerogative. That's your ability as a human to say, I really like that, or man, I really hate that. Okay? Me, you guys know me. I'm kind of in the middle of everything, and I almost feel like I'm an outside observer, because I don't think that the extremes either way are correct. Okay? But I see, 10 plus years ago on YouTube, things were very much one way. Then all of a sudden, the culture of the world decided to change.
I know he's taking a lot of things that are making sense, and he's gonna fill them. If Filbert's gonna Filbert them.
And now we're all the way the other way, and now you've got, because what's funny is, can I really be honest now? Boing, and now I'm gonna masturbate, because now you're gonna like this one. I'm sorry, but I feel that the vast majority of people
Yes, tell your friend Eddie that please
try to relax your anus.
And thank you, Rick. Thank you, Jeremiah. I appreciate it, man. And tell your friend I said thank you for enjoying the show.
Find entertaining today are bland. They're boring. They are talking heads being paid to give you an opinion on something. They are not people being...
Yes, it looks Dr. Diabetes. Nice name. It looks fucking amazing. It looks like what I was hoping Dying Light 2 was going to be. Who would have saw that coming? Because Dead Island 2, I'm like, oh, this game is either vaporware, it's going to be garbage. Then they show gameplay, and I'm like, oh, wow, hi.
Being honest with you, they are paid advertisements. Those are the popular people today. But they're boring. They're like dry toast. Right?
Yeah, but they're not really popular. Like, they try to prop them up like Weekend at fucking Bernie's. What's up, Saggy? How are you? Like, what's her name? Who was Superwoman? Lily Singh. Like, she has no comedic timing whatsoever. Like, none. Like, she did not know how to deliver a punchline if someone punched her in the fucking face. I don't want to utter a punch in the face. You get my point. I was making a joke. Okay? Forgot it is 2023. This is where Phil has a point. But Jesus Christ, man. She was horrible. No, did we talk about me first? No. We talked about other stuff with Phil. We talked about a lot of things. My mind was in other places with what was going on with my daughter, but I was like, you know, there's nothing I could do. I might as well. If anything, it's more of a reason to do the podcast, you know?
Right? These aren't people who are interesting. But yet...
Yeah, Lily Singh. He does have a point. She's a perfect example.
They're the top people. How do these people have millions of subscribers on YouTube? Tens of thousands of viewers on Twitch? You watch their content, it puts you right to sleep. But that's who's on top, and they...
Oh, Phil, now you're going to your salt, though.
Stay on top. Why do you think they stay on top? Right? Why do you think they get the promotion, they get all the opportunities, they're getting all the money? Take a wild guess. Because that's, again, it's the way that culture shifts. All right?
You're mixing stuff up now, though. Now you're saying, oh, successful streamers. Ah, you lost me now, Phil. I knew you were going to get stupid. Phil getting stupid? No way. I don't know. Starfield. I don't know. I don't really give a fuck about Starfield. I'm not a big Bethesda fan. I have tried 75,000 fucking times to play Skyrim. I can't. Like, once I start talking to people with their mannequin fucking faces and they're telling me about their bowel movements, I know no one's talking about their bowel movements in Skyrim, but you get my point. Like, it's just like, I can't. Why don't you go down here? Beware of the dragon. Fuck the dragon. Dad, I'm here. Boobs out, Jabin's Beard song. Gotta do it. Ah, fuck. Yes, we're gonna watch the video on the quartering after this, but let me get shirtless for Dr. Sexy Coco. The man is full of pre-order RE4 remake. RE4 is my favorite game. Beaten multiple times on multiple platforms. Unlocked every weapon. I even play it on emulators. Yeah, I'm gonna get it for PC, John. Because I love whatever engine Capcom's using for their Resident Evil games. Oh, sorry. Hold on. It works really well with integrated graphics. So, Gabe Newell Beard song.
Skip it up and that up. He has a beard and I think it rules. That's because he is Gabe Newell and he's cool. Yeah. He has a beard and it Gabe Newell has a beard and it rules. He has a beard better than your beard. It's not my beard because it's his beard. Gaben has a real nice beard. Real nice beard. Gaben has a real nice beard. Real nice beard. I think I want to touch his beard. You want to touch his because beard. He has a real nice beard. Yeah. Thank you. I'll be here all night. Ladies, one at a time. I'll get naked for all of you. Thank you. Alright, you can shut up now. Stop. Stop.
Oh, man. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to RE4. I am. Thank you, Sexy Coco. But I'm going to get it on PC because I end up playing it on, I have the 4090, and then I go to the Neo, then I go to the Steam Deck, which hopefully it works on the Steam Deck. I'm assuming it will. Hey, Rich, I know how much you love people to pod for being late like they owe you their time, so I just want to say I'm sorry for being... Do not be sorry for being late. I know you kind of did reverse psychology, but do not be sorry. No one here is punching a clock. It's not work. You come here to be, hopefully, entertained. Thank you. I've come. Yeah, it's not video worthy, but I read something interesting today. Because to be quite honest, I've been so stressed, I've just been like a bump on a fucking log. That they're not planning on releasing a new Steam Deck for like a couple years. Okay. I mean, hey, that's kind of cool in a way, because that means that you don't have to worry about getting screwed over with the hardware. And if you want something more powerful, there's other places like GPD Win and shit out there, you know? Anyway, back to a complaining man.
Right? But that might not last forever. In fact, I will guarantee you it won't last forever.
No. I should. Maybe I should play that on stream.
It's going to shift again. That's how culture goes. It goes back and forth.
Kane, absolutely. Feed me
right
pizza
now,
and
we're
come
all the
on
way
my
over
shoulders.
here, and then eventually we're going to go all the way back here. And then
I don't know, but I definitely recorded it. I'm not sure when he's uploading it.
Sometimes we'll be in the...
We talked about a whole bunch of shit. It was a good show, man.
The middle. And that's when you got to kind of read the room and understand what's going on. Okay? All right? So, you know, you watch who you watch, you like who you like. But when I look at all the content out there that's to be chosen, and you're like, you know, 10 years ago, DSP was one guy. Yeah, because back then, you had to read the room. People wanted the risque, extreme content. My viewership back then was a lot of teenagers. So, doing the stupid sexualized commentary and that constant kind of joke, that's what got...
Phil, you still have kind of a young... I would love to see his actual demographics. I can't see people like in their 30s and 40s watching Phil, unironically anyway. Have you ever played those old school adventure games like Space Quest or King's Quest? I think I played King's Quest. I think those would be pretty entertaining for a stream one night. Love you. Give me... Well, is there a way to play them on modern hardware without emulation? Do I have post-nasal drip? I have...
Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping. I can't turn it off.
Maybe I will,
I can't
John.
make it
I
stop.
have
Then I'm like, damn, my post-nasal drip is going. My sinuses are inflamed. My throat is gunked up. What is going on here?
Breast. Snort. Snort. Snort.
Code.
Breast. Snort. Snort.
I got the drip going.
Breast. Snort. Snort. Snort.
Breast.
Breast. Snort. Snort.
I got the drip going.
Breast.
Damn, I got the drip going. I got the tips going. Breast. Throw. Blow your nose. Damn. Breast. Throw. Please tip me.
Hand jobs all around.
Post-nasal drip is a constant. It keeps going. It's like a faucet that's dripping.
Breast. Snort. Snort. Snort.
Breast.
Breast. Snort. Snort.
I got the drip going.
Breast. Breast. Snort. 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 Breast. Breast. Snort. Snort.
I got the drip going.
Breast.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
Breast. Breast.
I got the drip going. I got the drip going.
Breast.
I got the drip.
Yes.
I got the drip going.
Breast.
I got the drip.
Yes.
I got the drip going. Can't make it stop.
Breasts.
So what do you want me to do? Have a mute button that every second I'm tapping the mute button just in case I'm gonna have to clear. Like, this is what I mean. These dumb kids. This is what it is. It's dumb kids.
Try to relax your anus.
I don't... Fuck. You know what I want to make a video on, but I feel like it's wrong to emulate if you're going to make a video on that. The worst Castlevania port ever made, and it was for the Amiga. Now, you would think the Amiga being more powerful than the NES, they would easily be able to make... So there was like some Hungarian fly-by-night developer I don't even know how they fucked up the port that bad. I don't even know why I'm talking about this, but I think that would be a good video. But I have to find the real hardware. So I looked for Castlevania Amiga. And crickets. I mean, I'm sure I could get the hardware and download a ROM. Or download the ISO that you would put on a floppy. But don't you need a specific kind of floppy? This is getting confusing. The other day, Phil said his audio was 90% or more. Can't remember over 20. Needless to say, half the chat said they were in school. So, yeah. Yeah, dude, come on. You don't have, like...
Got me.
On the Amiga, yes. Go look up Amiga Castlevania and you'll cry. Like, they didn't even, like... You already have all they're asking you to do, if you are developers and coders and engineers and this is your thing, here is the game. NES, well received. Take that and reconstruct it. You already have the blueprint. They don't even have the music in the right order. It's bizarre. Let's ask DK Oldies. DK Oldies.
Popular, all right? Then over time, things change. You got to adjust. You got to change. It just so happens I became the whipping boy of the internet with This Is How You Don't Play.
The whipping boy.
If This Is How You Don't Play never happened, I would be in a much bigger, better position than I am. Being that I'm a 15...
That is so fucking wrong. If you embrace This Is How You Don't Play, you would be over 2 million subs, Phil. You could have embraced it. You could have made compilations, wrote actual compilations, not softball bullshit, on your own channel, had tons of views. But you blew it. You tried to take the videos down. You tried, and you still think that way. You're kind of letting the mask slip right now. You still think that was the correct choice.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Yes, you do.
And big taints.
Yes, you do.
You don't want to be butt fucked. Trust me.
Oh, it hurts.
Cucumbers.
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 Cucumbers. Cucumbers. Cucumbers.
Breasts.
Year content creator, I'd probably be very large. I guarantee you I'd have 1 million subs. If This Is How You Don't Play never happened, I'd be a 1 million sub YouTuber right now.
He really thinks that is what... First off, I just explained. You went about it the wrong way and handled it. Anytime anyone asked you to evolve, you went into it kicking and screaming. You beg on your streams. You put all of your personal shit out there. Most of it. I do say you keep your wife and stuff off the stream. It wasn't that This Is How You Don't Play, Phil.
But that movement destroyed any kind of popularity that was towards me. And it made it okay to turd me. That literally
made it okay to turd you? Made it okay to turd? Why would I want to turd you? Am I shitting on your chest, Phil?
And it made it okay to turd me. And it made it okay to turd me.
Don't ever turd Phil. God damn it. Don't fucking Turret Phil.
That literally is justified attack, justified harassment, justified bullying. Because people on the internet made it a meme to...
Oh, Phil. Because, dude, if I played games all the time, they would say that I was obtuse too. I have no common sense when it comes to puzzles. I've always been that way. I'm sure there would be "This Is How You Don't Place" made about me if I was a game-only fucking channel like you were /are. You're trying to branch out, but it was months into me. I hate React channels. If you want to do content that's zero work, make a React video. By the way, guys, I've been planning this for months. I talked to Steven Spielberg, Bill Gates. I talked to Brad Pitt. Massaged oil, put it on my ass. We all had a discussion while Brad Pitt was putting massaging oil into my ass cheeks. And we sat down, we put our nose to the grindstone, and we said, you know what would be something that would be groundbreaking and exciting? Me as Philip Burnell, as a man. What would be something that people want to watch? What's something that wouldn't make me hypocritical at all? Listen, let's make a React channel. What is going on? I got a secret. Let's ask DK Oldies. I didn't sing it as well that time. I failed. You're wrong, Rich. You don't understand Philip and his positive content. I just found that so amazing. Like, he used to sit there on his May 1st soapbox and be like, oh, React content is so... Which, look, there is some React content. Oh, I'm so tempted to say the name sometimes. I say every other name. I don't feel like... whatever. I have other shit on my mind. Where they're just sitting there, I talk about this, and they're just watching the show. Like MTV. Like Jersey Shore and shit. And they're just like this. Letting the bits and donations roll in, not even really react. That's the best part. Like, yo, they're like, don't interrupt me with the tons of money that's flying my way. I'm trying to watch a show here. That's not reacting. That's piracy. God damn it. Like, reacting is where it takes you 75 minutes to get through a 9-minute video. I'm so glad you're back, Rich. I'm kind of back. Kind of back. Hope your family is all well. It's... long road. Back and forth. It's tough, man. It's hell of a process, you know.
To do it, you see. And, you know, then you look at the content today. Well, this is what you get. When you take people who are genuine, and you take people that did it for passion, and you instead take the most cookie cutter, bland, cardboard, boring, dry toast, you know, you're going to get the most crappy content, but it's all ads. Enjoy your ads. I warned people about this 10 years ago. I absolutely did. I warned people about this.
Yeah, but see, you're making it like, dude, I have sponsors. I got sponsors. Do I have to sit here on my live streams and be cookie cutter? I sure as fuck don't think I am. You're just, yeah, this is kind of, like, he made some valid points, but then he added too much salt to the top of it.
A decade ago, I said, this will happen. You know, no matter what.
Thank you very much, AVGN fan edits and deepfakes. Nice day, but thank you very much, though.
But people didn't listen. They did not listen. Instead, let's keep going with the hype, and we'll destroy these people, and we'll let these people become prominent. And this is, you know. And you know, and hey, the biggest shills, the biggest sellouts will be the ones because they're the ones who will always do what they're told, right? The people who are kissing WWE's butt right now with this game, of course. Why do you think they're all saying positive things about it? And then another week or two when the game comes out, all the truth negative reviews will come out. That's what happens, you know? But that's life. Me 10 years ago, was it good for the time? Yes. Is it good for me now? No. I wouldn't even do that now. Even if that was popular today, I wouldn't be like that. That's not me.
Bullshit. Bullshit. It's all ads, says the man that rants for 20 minutes how he needs support. Just give ads and stop. Yeah, what's better? Him complaining about how... But now it's like, oh, you know, not that you have to donate, guys. I was just really nervous because last night wasn't a good night. That's still begging, Phil. That's okay, but doing a Raycon ad for a minute is not. You make no sense, dude. Phil is a well-endowed man who does it for passion. Yes, he has a huge cock and doesn't care about the money. I just burped big dick into your breast. How does that sound?
Me anymore.
Who's gonna slap him though?
I mean, every once in a while, is it okay to shove in a little risque joke or whatever? Yes, that's okay for variety purposes. But I'm very much not that immature-minded guy anymore. I'm just not.
Yes, you are. Yes, you are. That's why you have to act so fucking boring now, and so like repulsed if you see anything closely remotely to a female breast. One, because I have a thing, you probably have like a weird relationship with your wife where she's jealous. Not to go into your personal shit, I don't know. They may have the healthiest and happiest marriage on the planet, and that's great, I hope they do. But his reaction, like, okay, how about just don't react, Phil? Like, why is it, oh my god, there's cleavage here. Oh! The fuck is you're a 41-year-old man, or 40-year-old man, soon to be 41. You haven't seen titties before? Besides your own? Ladies and gentlemen, let me introduce Father of the Year. Alright, Urgie's ass. You're gonna fuck with that shit right now? That will, that'll get you banned. Yeah, I'm glad you think it's funny, dude. You're a real funny guy. Some fucking people, man. Well, Phil, yeah, we know Phil has no self-awareness. Yeah, like... There's a too far, and you went there. I mean, you got the attention that you wanted, but really? You don't fuck around with shit like that. Why am I banning one? You know, and me, you guys know I very rarely ban people.
I don't think that way anymore. In the last 10, 15 years of my life, I've changed and matured as a person. 40-year-old DSP doesn't think the same way as 27-year-old DSP when he's playing a game. You understand?
Go. I got the drip. Go.
Oh, Phil. Yeah, like, dude, Phil will ban you for if you ask him if he's playing a game on easy. Let's not. Oh, actually, wait. No, secular talk. I don't feel like. I do not feel like watching the quartering. Oh, no planet. Is it ever okay to talk about another person's children, joke or not, unless it's how are they doing? Yeah. Like, seriously, man. Especially with what's going on. Fuck you. Oh, let's have. Oh, it's a fairly juicy video too. Oh,
the quartering is an anti-woke conservative YouTuber.
He's the most woke motherfucker on the. He is just a right-wing woke.
And he is spilling the tea, let's say, on a lot of other right-wing commentators and what really goes on behind the scenes.
Thank you,
versus,
Foil Grim. I
how they
appreciate
posture
that.
in public. So he said on Twitter the other day, loads of right-wing commentators are either closeted gays or transgender chasers. Look, I accept and support them, but many of these people you think are based and red-pilled love trans cock, or, well, cock in general. Deal with it. He continues, the modern right wing is
Didn't he delete all this? He had to have deleted all this.
Controlled and psyoped. They are worse NPCs than the left. If this makes you mad, then unfollow. If you can't see the obvious, then I can't help you. Most of these pundits, I think he meant to say pundits? He said pundits. Love cock. They love drugs. They love cheating on their...
They love cock. Hey, Rich, I'm woke now. It was a good nap. Ha!
You want to get mad at me, you want to spurg out in my comments, but I've seen it all, LOL. I've hung out with these people. I've partied with these people. They are not living in God's image. They are as...
Ha ha! Jeremy talking about other people living in God's image. Oh, man. Fuck you to hell. Literally. Fuck you. Oh, come on, Jeremy. You, out of all people... You fucking lying snake oil salesman. You're living in God's image? Fuck, I wonder how drunk he was. Oh, he probably was out of his mind. He was probably a whole liter of vodka in.
Degenerate as they pretend to fight. Ha 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 ha. Okay.
Breasts.
So, look. Kind of interesting. I don't know what sparked this this line of thought here.
Alcohol.
But there was an instance the other day. Blair White is conservative, and she's...
Hail Review China, USA.
Yeah, and his wife is pissed off that he may get shit in her outie. He was more concerned about that.
Trans, and she posted a picture of herself, which people are describing as a thirst trap. She's like wearing a bikini and holding a gun, and she says something along the lines of, "If you see a bulge in a liberal woman's pants, it's a cock. If you see a bulge in a conservative woman's pants, it's a gun." Said something along the lines of that. Look, it's an interesting thing to tweet, given that...
She's fucking transgender.
She has said previously, I don't know if this is still the case, but in the past she said, I never had bottom surgery. So she's a trans woman with a penis. So
your next coffee is on me. Wishing you and your daughter all the best and that she makes a speedy recovery. Thank you very much, man. Can't wait to see you on the Some Ordinary Gamers podcast. Yeah, it was a lot of fun. I had a good time on there, too, you know. I need 7-inch. Philip Rennell is a man. Do I have? Or you want me just to say Philip Rennell? Wait, hold on. Philip Rennell is a man. Philip Rennell is a man.
Yeah!
Philip Rennell is a man.
Yeah!
Philip Rennell is a man.
Yes!
Philip Rennell is a man.
Yes!
Philip Rennell is a man.
Oh la 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 la! Oh la 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 la! Oh la 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 la!
So good. I have no what that. So God is backwards for dog. Does that mean that God has been taking dookies on my lawn to spite me? What the fuck are you talking about? Oh, I'm sorry. Philip Rennell is a man. No, it was 7. Chicken bulge. Yes.
So you're conservative, so you would kind of contradict your own message that you put out. Anyway, that's all irrelevant. The point is, the quartering saw that is friends with and colleagues with Blair White. And Blair White the right was hammering her on this. And they were basically saying, like, you know, you're part of the problem. You're trans. We are anti-trans, right? And the Quartering took issue with this, did a video where he basically said, look, she's not the problem. She's not one of the woke people. She doesn't push gender ideology or trans ideology. She agrees with conservatives. So kind of basically saying, like, lay off her. She's with us. Why are you going after her? Well, the Quartering, Jeremy, I can tell you why they're going after her. They are anti-trans as such. Full stop. They don't care if she's trans and conservative. Because the trans thing is what they have an issue with.
Probably.
They don't agree with trans people. They don't want anybody to be trans. They want to get rid of trans people. So that's why they have a problem. Doesn't matter if she agrees with them on every single policy issue. They don't care about the policy.
She's trans, yeah.
They are anti-trans. In the same way that if there was a gay conservative, you know, many gay people, and we saw this when Dave Rubin announced he's having 2 kids, many conservatives are like, this is degeneracy. We don't agree with you. I don't care that you agree with me on some of my politics. We are against gayness. We don't want anybody to be gay.
Polish, what the hell are you talking?
If you are gay, hide in the closet. Get back in that damn closet. That's what they think, dude. So it's weird because you see this sort of split now on the right, you know? But anyway, I think it was in reaction to that, this guy goes out there and he's like, hey, just so you know, all of these, like, super conservative, super Christian, fundamentalist, virtue signaling types who are like, bro, I'm so against trans people. Secretly, they're like, where can I slob on a trans knob?
Okay. Yo. I'll see where the rest of this video goes, but Kyle, son, don't give this man that much credit. He's a snake. He's a snake just like the rest of them. He is a fucking snake in the grass. He's a viper, too. Rich, it's my 6-month anniversary with my wife, and I've been drinking the mead we used in our wedding. Was looking at some of our wedding photos. I got a bit weepy looking at it. Does that make me less of a man? No, you are still a man, and you have an ass.
Good. Humping Steven Crowder.
Let's all agree, humans humaning are the problem. Yeah, pretty much. Sadly.
I mean, that's according to him, not me.
For the whole year? $2,000. Because that would look fucking ridiculous.
And, look, there are examples, right? So, here's... Andrew Tate is kind of in a class of his own in terms of, you know, who he is and what he does. He's like the chief manosphere, you know, uber masculine kind of dude, right? And it's all the, you know, I put on this macho man facade type stuff.
Where's Wes?
But somebody...
Yeah, could you imagine my beard that color? It'd look ridiculous.
Dug up this video. I don't know if he's referring to Andrew Tate. I just want to show you that there's actual merit to what he's saying here, the Quartering. So, this is kind of hilarious. Let's watch.
Ignore the construction.
I should say this is from 2021, by the way. 2021.
Which is a legitimate one. And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything. Logos, broke boys done. Listen, I recently posted a question on Twitter asking, would you rather have sex with a transsexual, which is a legitimate 10, or a woman, which is a legitimate 1? And everyone's sitting there clicking woman, because they think they're going to be gay if they do anything else. But they're not actually thinking about the question. I am so smart. I operate on so many levels higher than the average man. You people are not thinking about the question. When I say a 1 and a 10, I mean Megan Fox with a dick. That's the tranny. Or Hulk Hogan with a pussy. That's the girl. This is the question I'm asking. Megan Fox or Hulk Hogan? So you're thinking, well, I don't want to be gay, so I just clicked the girl, the number 1, did it? You're gonna fuck Hulk Hogan.
I love Hulk Hogan's dick.
Rich doesn't have full moon. If Hogan had a vagina, goodbye. Phil will be hooking up with that Hulk Hogan and his, oh yeah, fuck me in the pussy, brother. Why'd you gotta send me down that road?
Yeah, this pussy, he's got mustache and muscles and shit. He's all hairy, big dude, 6'5". It's pretty gay to me. That sounds pretty gay. I don't care if it's a pussy. That is gay. Whereas Megan Fox, okay, he's got a dick, but maybe you can, like, scoot it out the way. I mean, still Megan Fox. You know what I'm saying? At least she's small and shit. You get your hand around her neck, mess her up. You ain't messing up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's gonna mess you up. So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane.
Hello.
Think about this. This is important.
Hello.
This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is
Hello.
straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're going to sit here and go, oh, no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy. So which one is it?
No, it's, hold on.
Now, I should point out, he's a right-wing conspiracy theorist accused.
Hold on 1 second. No bad news. Someone just butt dialed me. Someone just butt dialed. Her mom just, my daughter's mom just butt dialed me. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Trust me, if it wasn't, I would be ending the stream now. You know what I'm saying? At least you... I'm fine with having sex with a transsexual, but I'll need to mentally prepare for the fact that our balls would be clanking together. I say this with love for the LGBTQ plus community. If your balls are clanking together, it's pretty gay, but that's okay, you know what I'm saying? And I guess that means... He's small and shit, and get your hand around her neck, mess her up. You ain't messing up Hulk Hogan. Hulk Hogan's gonna mess you up. So this is the question I'm asking. You need to operate on a higher plane. Think about this. This is important. This is cultural. This affects the world we now live in. What is straight? What is gay? It's all a big sliding spectrum, isn't it? Because if you're gonna sit here and go, oh no, it's gay to bang Megan Fox with a dick, I counter that argument. It's gay to bang Hulk Hogan with a pussy. So which one is it?
Now, I should point out, he's, of course, in a Romanian prison for sex trafficking, and he's also been accused pretty credibly of rape because there's literal audio of him saying, like, I enjoy doing that to you.
I do have the la 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 la.
Oh, la 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 la.
The horse name. Do I have the horse? I don't have the horse. I'll give you this.
Oh, it hurts.
Woo! Right up my ass, baby. I love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
So you got more for your money. Thank you for becoming a member. And Dr. Sexy Coco, thank you.
Some poor woman. But this is an amazing clip. His misogyny.
Yeah, breaking up with it sucks just as much if you actually cared about the person. So whether you're breaking up with someone or they're breaking up with you, even if you're the one doing the breaking up with, it still sucks. Also, if she has a bigger cock, just Like a baton across the face.
And his transphobia has made him come full circle to, like, randomly making a pro-trans argument? So, look, I don't think Jeremy the Quartering is referring to Andrew Tate, but I wanted to show you this video to just... We're just wetting the palate here a little bit. Okay. There's also this story. Do you guys remember this? Alex Jones spotted with transgender pornography.
100%. I always talk about this. It's true. And he tried to blame it on, like, the deep state and shit.
On phone, despite transphobic rants. Right-wing conspiracy theorist accused of hypocrisy after naughty T-babe Marissa M.I. appears on his screen. And he has, I guess you can see it somewhere in here. But this was big. I remember this kind of blew up when it happened.
Yeah, and like I said, Foil Grim, even if you're the person breaking up with the other person, it still sucks.
He was showing his phone, trying to show like an article or something on his phone during his show, and you could see one of the tabs was transport. Okay.
Yeah, I was being off in the back office.
Is Jeremy talking about him? I don't know. Maybe, right? Maybe he's referring to Alex Jones, but I tend to sort of doubt it, even though Alex clearly has, you know, this taste. We also got this one. Remember this? Nick Fuentes caught liking trans girls and femboy posts on Twitter. Conservatives are gay and want to fuck transformers so bad, that's why they were all obsessed with trans people. I remember this one when it happened as well. I
would totally believe that Nick Fuentes is gay.
And I think he also...
Loudest basher always says, yep, Steven Crowder. Probably bi, which is fine, but for some reason they're ashamed of it.
Somebody floated, Sam Cedar, when he covered this on his show, floated that he may be referring to this guy, Elijah Schaefer, who worked for the Blaze and then was let go from the Blaze. He was too extreme even for the Blaze. That guy, we know, at the very least, cheated on his wife, I believe. And then maybe Jack Posobiec as well he may have been referring to. That's who Sam Cedar says he was referring to. I don't know. There may have been...
Yeah, that wouldn't shock me at all.
Of the Quartering. There's a thread here, and somewhere in the thread, I think he had deleted one of the tweets. Okay, it's not this thread, but there's another thread where he's talking about this issue. And one of the tweets is deleted. And in that tweet, he may have listed some of the people who are super conservative.
Oh, Titanius, I know. They're fucking weirdos, dude.
Super anti-trans, but low-key are sexually attracted to trans people and have acted on that, etc. But look, man, the fact of the matter is this, and we've pointed this out in other contexts with the anti-gay politicians. You have like these fundamentalist Christians or these, even Christian preachers and televangelists, guys like Ted Haggard, for example. The ones who sort of base their whole ideology and identity around, like, this is wrong, this is immoral, this is sinning. In so many of those cases, they get caught. Ted Haggard was caught doing crystal meth with a gay hooker in a hotel room off his ass. There's some anti-gay...
Kind of low-key sucks. 4 years, I need some fill. Okay. No.
Yes! Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh la 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 la. Oh la 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 la. Yes. Oh la 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 la.
Cucumbers.
Try to relax your anus. Oh
la 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 la. Oh la 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 la.
Breasts.
Yes.
Wow.
You don't have any socials, really?
A politician in New Jersey who was caught in a New Jersey Turnpike bathroom trying to get gay sex. And there's been so many examples of this. And people often tell on themselves, man. People often tell on themselves. So, you know, what I would say to guys who base their whole political ideology around being anti-trans, it's like, what's going on? How many times has Steven Crowder dressed up as a woman? Too many to count. There's pictures.
I think we know a certain Christian straight man that has to make sure that everyone knows he's straight.
But, like, a lot of the times he did it. And so, just, you're telling on yourself, man. Because what animates that kind of an ideology? Well, in many cases, and they proved this with anti-gay people, the people who are most vehemently anti-gay usually come from a sort of fundamentalist background. They're taught that being anti-gay is correct, but also they struggle with those feelings, and the way they try to like cover that up, cover up the insecurity, cover up the self-hatred, is to sort of lash out and posture like, bro, I'm the most against this, and that stuff is actually super immoral. Well, I'm here to tell you,
Heterosexual Rebirth. I can't believe that was the translated name of the game. That was amazing.
There's nothing wrong with being gay. There's nothing wrong with being trans, and there's nothing wrong with liking trans people, whatever.
Damn, Dr. Sexy Coco. Thank you, bro.
Whatever it may be. None of that. There's nothing wrong with any of that. And if you get comfortable with these very basic facts, the hatred just would melt away. But no, they're so pent up and hate, and now we have.
Because it's insecurities, it's also upbringing too. They probably grew up in some super religious conservative family, like, oh, if you're not straight, there's something fucking wrong with you. Isn't it wonderful?
Have people from inside the club saying, hey, just so you know, the most based and red-pilled of a lot of these people, they got secrets, bro. They got secrets.
Yeah, no shit.
I, for one, believe them. Ever since Adpocalypse, when YouTube defunded all independent news and politics.
All right. Interesting. What do I feel like watching? My brain is starting to fade. I don't want to watch Phil. A lot of people asked me to watch that Boogie video. I don't know. Oh, we could watch this. We could go out with this.
It's being odd. That rhymed.
In where I live, there was a transgender sex worker that told me, press, that she has many clients who are right-wing parliament workers. Project, yeah. Just like that guy, that right-winger politician in Austria during the COVID lockdown. Got caught at a gay orgy with a bunch of dudes and ran out butt-ass naked out of the window, hoping not to get caught. Who the fuck is? We're going to have to figure
And
out.
Ravens Dolphin says, when is DSP being on the pod? He is being odd. That rhymed. We'll announce it when we want to announce it. And when we announce it will be sometime next week. So, yes. Thank you very much. Appreciate that. I don't know why he's being odd. I have not talked to him since the email exchange that I shared with everybody. So, yeah, I do have an email waiting from him. I did glance at it, and it pretty much is him talking about... there was a video that was put together a few years ago, and it's him debunking all those things. But I haven't watched that video yet, so I'll get to that. But I have been bombarded non-stop with everybody, all the people wanting to know the exact same thing. Everybody wants to know the same thing. Everybody wants to know the same thing about Darkseid Phil. Everybody. All his detractors, at least. They all want to know the same thing about Darkseid Phil. So,
I want to see where this goes.
7 Sack, a good tune right there. So, anyways, yeah. Robert says, it's all good, do whatever. I will, and I'm gonna do me, right? People are like, I like people on the internet, they're going insane. Like, they are insane. Phil has put out guidelines, and Craig has paid Phil. What? What are you talking about? What? It's amazing.
Oh, I had some of the weirdos, like I said before, lose their minds because they said, yeah, it's not okay to look at his fucking bank statements. That was someone broke into his bank account or hacked into his bank account, excuse me. And oh my god, all the fucking everyone, and you were a member of his for a while. Who the fuck cares? Instead of paying for your kids, come say that to my face, dude. Really? Let's get a coffee and you say that to my face. So every single dollar you spend money on is only going to things that are necessities? Get the fuck out of here. My kids are well taken care of. Keep my fucking kid's name out of your mouth, you with your fucking anonymous anime picture. I fucking hate that. Like, usually, dude, I get nasty shit from trolls all the time. Yeah, they were putting up with DSP because I was a member of his for a while, and in total, I've gave DSP, like, over the years, like, 400 and something bucks. And that's, like, their thing that with me whenever I talk about the bank statements. Like, fuck off. Like, dude, really? You're going to compare because I gave him membership money with someone hacking into his bank accounts and you weaponizing that against him? Yes, I know Phil decries himself as poor and he set himself up for that to happen, but it doesn't make it okay. And if you don't understand that, you lack a basic social etiquette. But then again.
But either way, yeah, I'm going to do me. Like I said, I'm going to do my best.
I was never under Pignosis, though. I was roasting him back in the day. But I'm like, you know what? Unironically, this man gives me entertainment, so why not be a member? You know, but then, yes, I saw the Truth Unlimited or Secret Unlimited video. And I was like, ah. And that pissed him off. He was not happy that I did it publicly on stream. Like, Phil, the reason why people talk about your financials, though, like I said, is because you don't shut the fuck up about them. You were the only streamer that I know of.
I'm going to, and I know that my best
that does
won't be good enough. I know that. I understand it. It's okay. It's okay. Because that is the internet. Bloody comes in and says most people are cis now. They only deal in absolutes, and if you're an enemy, and if you
well, just I'm like, you're gonna say that I'm white knighting for Phil. Phil hates me. I roast him on a daily basis. I'm like one step away from Tevin with him. What are you talking about? Even when I was a member. So don't hand me that shit, dude. Why? Just because you want to justify the fact that you're using something that someone went into his bank statements illegally, and you want to, oh, well, it's out there so I can... Fuck off. You fucking weirdos. When's the last time? What the fuck are you talking about? Very recently, but thank you. Rich, my shoulders are ready for you at your whim. Thank you very much, Jeremy. Yes.
You're an enemy to them. Anything can be done to you.
Yes, I own a few Blackberries.
And you deserve it. It's a sad world.
I had one before it had a color backlit screen, but it couldn't play like MP3s and shit. That's how OG it was.
Right. Well, you know, I will say this. You know, going back to the Dark Side Phil thing, right? Like, I'll say this: his detractor, like Phil, is the most polarizing person I like literally have ever seen on the internet, ever. And when I reached,
I don't know about that.
Out to him, I had like, he was just a guy that I used to know. That I was like, hey, you want to come on this show? You know, you were around when Side Scrollers was around the first time. And I had no idea the rabbit hole that I was like going down. And
yeah,
my Twitter is constantly going. It's like, okay, I get it. I've seen literally every...
Yeah, and the real fucking dedicated, degenerate haters. They're going to, no matter what, even if he asks all the tough questions, they're still not going to be satisfied.
Everything that you're talking about.
They're already talking shit about him before Phil's even been on the show, or Phil's even been on the show. Yeah.
And
what is System saying?
It's just nonstop. It's just nonstop. It's crazy. It's crazy. And I think that's the thing is like, so I do this interview, and I've said this a couple times so far, but like if I do this interview, I can freaking be Barbara Walters and deliver the most hard-hitting interview in the world. And everybody can be like, that was a great interview. But there'll be somebody out there, or several people that'll be like, fuck you, you didn't ask the right questions. Or you didn't ask them the way I wanted to ask them. It's like, okay, you know? Like, there's some people who won't be happy unless I just bring Dark Side Phil to his knees crying and bawling. And it's like,
no, that's not the way to go. But I wouldn't do that either. I would ask tough questions. This is why he would never be on here. But I wouldn't be like, you did this and you did, like, I would have my list, you know, and the only thing, like I said, that would be off limits with me would be like his wife. But, you know, he talks about his finances all the time. I wouldn't look into his bank account, but I would have plenty of questions. You know? Why don't you like the Tesla, man? Dr. Sexy Coco. But yeah, Keith KJ, I don't think I finished before. I had a shit ton of Blackberries. It sucks because BlackBerry just, you know, Apple saw where things were going with smartphones, and BlackBerry's like, well, they thought their keyboards would have just kept them safe, and you know, were there any games back then while you were working that you just couldn't wait to get home and play? For me, I love getting home and playing The Witcher 3 and Borderlands Handsome Collection. God, if you're going like way back, Castlevania, Super Castlevania 4. Like, I remember if a new game, I remember I had chickenpox, and my dad brought home Russian Attack for me to play for the NES. Not a great port, but actually I loved that game back in the day because I remember loving it in the arcade. So thank you, Anthony. Billy Rich, I hope the birds are well, but listen, order 2 Subway subs, remove the meat, and slap the salami on your nipples, then remove the middle of the bread and wear the buns as slippers. I'm going to get right on all that. Yeah. Mr. Gamer, we're going to do that. Next stream we'll do that, though. Like, because my kids are here and, you know, they don't let me sleep late. I was making sweet and hot sausage all day. That actually sounds lovely. Glad to catch a stream. Roasting DSP is funny. Bank info is a no from me, dog. Yeah, dude, you can't. And again, I get why people did it, because he constantly is, you know, talking about his finances, but that doesn't make it okay. You know? You should make out with birds as you log off. I don't know. I mean, I kiss the birds, but getting actual sexual with the birds.
What? You know, like, I'm not out to create some sort of, like, I'm not going into this with an agenda. I'm going into this to ask questions, you know? So, Piece of Peace says...
Hold on. Gotta answer this. Nah, I just had to get an update on my daughter. Everything's okay. I just, she's doing okay. But yeah, I just had to pick it up. I mean, I can't not pick that up. So my apologies.
It says, this is true for literally any interview ever. Okay. Dorphia says, it's just a lol cow. It's not that serious. You may want to talk to Twitter about that. Yes, I agree. I 100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. But you may want to talk to some other folks about that. So.
Yeah, some people are so fucking, like, emotionally invested in Phil. I don't understand why. Like, if he quits the internet tomorrow, well, what do you benefit from it? Do you get a pay raise at work? Is there some woman who's holding off giving you pussy until, like, you're not getting any of this hole until Philip Burnell has shut down his YouTube channel? That is the only thing I could think of. Like, why are you so invested in this man, dude? Like, his gaffes are funny. I almost talk about him on a daily basis because of his gaffes. But after I leave here, I do maybe do jokes on Twitter, but I don't think about Phil. I don't lose sleep over Phil. I don't even wish Phil any ill will. I genuinely don't.
Laura, thanks so much for the follow. Appreciate that. Yeah, CJ says there's people who want to see DSP's head on an iron pike. Like, that's literally no exaggeration. There are people who would love to see Phil dead.
Yeah, it's so weird, dude. And the thing that always amazes me is some of the people who, like, make a side hustle talking about Phil on a daily basis. Like, they're probably, like, paying their electric bill talking about Phil. Like, why do you want to see his check? Don't you make money off of Phil? Okay, alright. I mean, and the thing is most of these people will, like, dedicate their channels to Phil. It's something about Phil. They call themselves Burnell something. Really? It's weird. Wait, hold on. Yeah, so that makes no sense to me. Hey, Daddy, hope your daughter is doing better today. She is. Give your birds a kiss for me. Beautiful birds. Handsome bird, beautiful bird. They are vampires. The thing is, they wanted to, like, destroy him, but you made a whole channel, literally down to the name of your channel, based around Phil, that you make some ad revenue from. Why do you want to see him destroyed? It makes no sense. You want to stop your own revenue stream. Okay, cool. I'm gonna masturbate after stream.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Any porn recommendations? You got to do some granny big titty porn. No gay porn, not my thing, and no oldies. No, well, come on, granny big titty porn.
And now I'm gonna masturbate.
Like, it's crazy, man. Com says, it's your show. It was never meant to be a hard-hitting interview. Phil's going to answer what he wants to answer. Nobody's going to get the answer they want. It's an irrational obsession. You're right. All I can do is ask the questions that I want to ask. But I feel like my questions are going to be pretty good. But what do I know? Driver says, with a 300 BS, says, I tried to tell them that I would even agree with a lot of what they say if they didn't go about getting info the way they did. I can't condone that behavior. They will say, well, it wasn't me, or he deserves what he gets. How do you respond to that? Yeah, I don't know.
Why is it such a hard thing to understand? You cannot, just because you dislike a person, you cannot look at their personal financial statements because someone hacked into them. It's not okay that it was done. Even if it has all of the damning evidence in there. It doesn't matter. It does. Like, I don't understand why. And people say that I'm dick riding Phil because I'm saying that. No, it's called common sense and etiquette in what's legal. You fucking idiots. You simpletons, you dunces.
you respond to that, Trav? He's like, no. So,
it's because they play. Well, people say that, oh, well, sometimes you agree with Phil. I'm like, yeah, because there's sometimes Phil says things that make sense. I'm not going to just, like, they think unless you dislike everything about somebody, you're just one-dimensional, you have to hate them through and through. Like, you have to, if, like, it's a sunny day and it's actually sunny outside, there's not a cloud in the sky, someone has to make a detractor video. Phil said it's sunny, but it was actually raining. Fuck off, you weirdos.
Kirsten says, haven't heard his name in years. What did he do? It's just kind of like well, I'm kind of done. I'm done talking about DSP for now. Like, but it's just like, it's what's that old thing? The Chinese water torture. Can you say that anymore? Chinese water torture. You know where they like? There's the Chinese water torture where, it was an old form of torture where they would just put your head underwater and it would a single drip would hit the same spot for like hours and hours and hours, right? And it's just like this constant, you know, and like that's what it is. It's crazy, man. So I'll say this: I talked to a detractor earlier today, and he was like, "Hey, I want to give you some information about this," and I said, "Look."
Wait, did he talk to Pastor Miller?
If you're confident about it, I will talk to you, but I need to see you're a real person. I'm not going to talk to an avatar. I want to talk to you, and I need to see your face. And he's like, fine, as long as it's not recorded. Cool, that's fine. Because you know, if you believe in what you're saying so much, you need to be able to show your face, you know, and talk about it instead of hiding behind an avatar or a VTuber or whatever. And if you're a VTuber, that's fine, whatever. But like, it's still an avatar, right? I don't know. I have so much more respect for people who actually say it. They say
He's
it.
heating up.
Not behind a Twitter handle or a fake avatar or anything like that, right?
I'm mixed on that.
It's the old thing you see with Kevin Hart is say it with your chest. You know, if you're gonna say it with your chest.
I mean, yeah, it's like, dude, you're really gonna talk about my kids, especially with what's going on, and you're behind some anonymous account? Fuck you. Like, how low of a person can you be? But at the same time, a lot of these dudes, they don't like the normal detractors who aren't insane. Who, like, you know, have like a picture painted of Phil on their wall, who hate beat off to it. But the normal detractors, they may just not want their face out there because they don't want, because they just don't want it. You know what I mean? So I don't know. I kind of disagree with him on that one.
Bro Buffett says, I don't know what you're talking about. This is my actual face. No, like, and I want to be like clear, right?
Jay may have, well, he's in Canada. Of course, he has better Cyric digital demonic.
Like, having like your avatar, cool, that's fine. But I think specifically,
I just, maybe it is that's true. You know, oh, they say it to me. They say I'm an e-beggar. I'm like, really? When the fuck do I e-beg? But that's the thing, is that I'm sure some of it's saltiness. I don't know if it's necessarily towards Phil. I mean, how he goes about his business is not a jealousy-inducing thing, but
I don't know. Like, if someone's gonna reach out to me and be like, "Hey, I want to tell you this,"
thank you
right?
for
Like,
being a member for 8 months as well.
I want to see your face. I want to know who you are. You know what I mean? Because otherwise, it's just you're just kind of talking into the void, and to me, you know, I want to know who you are. I want to know you're a real person, not some bullshit bot. Hal says, I would love to be able to trust the internet with my identity, but I can't. Maybe once I'm either self-employed or old or retired.
He's on
but
fire!
right now I need my anonymity for safety. Hal? I get it, man. I will say this, man. Like, there are times where I go, like, is this worth it? Is it worth it? Right? Because, like, I've said this before. I didn't come back to start side scrollers again and start streaming regularly to like be an internet celebrity. I'm so not interested in being an influencer or an internet celebrity. I'm interested in building a community. That's what I'm interested in. You know, so
come on. I don't agree with that. Why wouldn't I want 1,500 people here as opposed to 800? Just bigger community. You know what I'm saying?
So I think of,
I don't know,
just all this shit, and I'm like, you know, I see people getting doxxed, and I'm like, it's like, really fucking worth it? Is it really fucking worth it? You know?
That's how much you enjoy it. I could see a lot of people being turned off with all the shit.
Piece of Peace says, I have a professional license. I'm not going to risk my career for dumb internet crap. Let's go, Trav. With 800 bits. Hey, the combo is back. Let's see if we can keep this thing going, man. That's great. We have Travis has reignited the combo. Let's see if we can keep this thing going tonight.
Yeah, when I first got Carlos 15 years ago, according to you.
Let's go. Appreciate that, Trav. That is awesome. He says, you should also consider that. Getting an internet license. Listen, I have made my bed. I am working on the internet, right? That's the reality of it, right? Look, my goal, I want to work 5 more years on the internet, right? I don't know. I'll work as long as it takes to build a great community. I don't know. I have no timeline on it. I said 5 years for whatever fucking reasons, but I just want to grow something meaningful again. That's what I want to grow. And I feel like we're like planting the roots right now, right? And it's good. It's really good.
Okay. I'm tired. I'm bored. I'm probably going to be up relatively early. I appreciate all the support tonight. You guys have been awesome. I probably will be back tomorrow with another stream. And thank you, everybody, for coming through. I'll see you all real soon. Have a good night.